Done. Hello everybody, my name is Yoshi Stack and welcome back to more Thrillville Off the Rails. In the last episode, we did very badly at a race and still managed to win even with my ludicrous track design, and to be totally honest, I don't remember a whole lot of what else happened because I have actually recorded this episode before and the game crashed. Oh god, now I'm on fire. Oh no. Fuck. So I'm just a little bit bitter. I'm gonna try not to let that show too much, but nothing else to do but to do it over again. And we're gonna start that off by going to fix the ride that broke down at the end of last episode, which was here in Lawnville. So you can tell that this ride is broken because it has smoke billowing from it, which, you know, I'm not an expert, at anything, certainly not anything mechanical, but I would wager that if something is on fire, that's bad. I'm not a mechanic though, so what do I know? And neither is Boyardee. He is not qualified to fix this, but that is why a member of our staff is a mechanic. So we're gonna bring him forward, and just to be extra sure, mechanic can go up to a ride and see its reliability rating, which of course this one is 0. So we're gonna get that fixed so these people that keep coming up to the ride and having to leave because it's broken don't have to do that anymore, which I know how to play this game now, so it's gonna be real easy. Oh yeah, it's gonna be the easiest thing in the world. Watch this. Done. Who knew it was that simple to repair a gigantic amusement park ride? Did you know that? I didn't know that. Yeah, the game is pretty simple. I think it takes it really easy on you if that's like the first time the mechanic is fixing something. So we're gonna go over here to this coaster, which has a reliability of 100, but go ahead and maintain it. And we can see that there is a slightly more complicated version of the game. There's several different patterns that this can go through, but none of them are overly challenging. You know, it's just a matter of like thinking about it a little bit of like where the piece is gonna go. And I mean, you can also just like see what piece is coming up next, but like the patterns are never overly complicated. I think there might be one where you have to like think a step ahead and place it in a spot that you don't think you have to, but I might be misremembering that. I really liked playing this particular minigame as a kid. Like there was just something really satisfying about getting all the pieces lined up in the right way and getting the high score. Way to go, Boyardee. Good job. I just really love that as a kid, but that we will see that minigame more as we go along, I'm sure, because things are going to continue to break down, but now that the mechanic is trained, hopefully that will not happen as often. And another thing we are going to go ahead and do that involves the staff is hire another groundskeeper, because people keep complaining about the park being dirty, which, I mean, it does look dirty, so like I can't fault them for that. But I'm going to go ahead and train this guy off screen, and I will see you back here in a moment. We did it! We have successfully trained another groundskeeper, so hopefully the park will be better now. The park's the sanitation of the park is dependent entirely on 2 people, which feels sadly accurate to how that would maybe work in real life, at least in the US, because God, the US is certainly something. All right, so let's take a look at what else our missions are. So we have these build missions, which involve building a long coaster and a long drop, and also the whoa coaster piece. And then we also have the mini game ones. Okay, that was weird. Boyardee did not want to move there. Like, we got work to do, buddy. Okay, so let's start off the coaster thing by building one here. Nope, coasters, build our own. Don't need a tutorial. What do we want to build? Well, that one's locked, so not that one. Why don't we do this one? Because this one looks interesting. And we will, we'll have it face this way because I can see this maybe getting in the way. All right, let's, well, we want a really long drop, right? So, let's start with our long drop. Tune your game. Okay. Let's start getting these Woe Coaster pieces too. That's tune your coaster. There's a Woe Coaster piece. Nope. What if we... I don't want to sell the game. I'm just trying to... Okay, that one's not gonna work. None of these are really working. That's unfortunate. What about... No. Okay. That's just not gonna work. Okay. We will have some... we'll have a fan and a ring of fire. And, God, this is boring. Can we... That might get in the way. Okay, nope. There we go. Sort of. Tune here coaster. There we go. There's a way to doing it. Have this wall, and then some explosions, because who doesn't love explosions? And then we'll go with that. That's a high nausea rating, but you know what? They can deal with it. So we finished one of those missions, which that's good. I don't want... No. Sure, we'll go with that. Being too picky with my color palettes here. Alright. So we just have a little more to... We could go the distance a little more, and then we'll finish that mission, which that's good. We need to use 2 more Woe Coaster pieces. And the other missions are either games or,
Smells like this card just came out.
God, what are words I'm thinking of? It's either games or just, it'll happen over time. My God, the game crashing did kind of mess with me a little bit, because I was not ready for it. Yeah, I'm still a little mad about it. Again, nothing else to do, but just, you know, do it over again. Oh, good.
I just received this note. Let me read it to you.
Your pesky park manager has leveled up again, but I will have my ultimate revenge. I've already placed a secret agent in Thrillville. My plans cannot fail. Sincerely, your nemesis, Vernon Garrison, President of Globojoy. P.S. Ha ha.
Go on. Show them what you're made of.
You know, that's the second time I've seen that cutscene, and it still managed to jump scare me. Nope, we're not gonna go view our trophy. We are going to go to Candyville to go build more coasters, because, what else would we do? We need 2 more Woe Coaster pieces, and, just to build a decent length of a coaster. So let's get started on that now. What do we want to build now? Let's do Candy Drop. That's fitting. Let's go this way. All right. What can we start off with? Wow, that'd be an intense thing to start off with. Let's maybe let's pump the brakes on that one. And okay. God, out of bounds. Everything is out of bounds. Thanks, game. Okay. Like that's a horrible nightmare of a thing to ride on, but you know what? It works. At least in this game. I don't think it, probably wouldn't work very well in reality, but does this look like reality? I don't think so. Too near coaster. We can do that. And this is certainly something. I don't want to get rid of that guy. As weird as that dude is, he's kind of a thing in the park. There we go. That's a heck of a coaster, don't you think? We'll be sure to ride it. Okay, we're gonna paint it. That works. All right. Let's ride it. And hit shift. Gonna continue our tradition of screaming during the boring parts. And now that I think about it, did we ride the other coaster? We did not. I don't think so. I'm frazzled again. Has lost a lot. That sure is something. This is not the most exciting thing I've ever built, but you know what? It's fine. It didn't need to be. In reality, it just needed to fulfill the requirements of the game. But I mean, I remember as a kid, I would spend hours just building like the most ludicrous coasters I could. Oh. There's the excitement right at the end. What a thrilling coaster. Thank you, Boyardee. All right. So, what did that complete? I swear we used coaster pieces, but thanks. Okay, game. We'll build another coaster if that's what you want.
Everything here is ship-shape.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Okay. We will do this, and then we'll build another coaster, and then we will go ride the other one that I didn't. Let's do the train. Trains are fun. Okay. Oh god. Nope, too close. There we go. Got rid of that thing, but it doesn't really matter. Explosions. And a fan. 2 fans. No, only 1 fan. Only powerful enough for 1 fan. And I'm just gonna keep doing this because this is not the most not the most exciting thing I've ever built. But again, doesn't need to be. There we go. We got peace of mind. That I completed peace of mind. Yes, I know I'm not funny. You don't need to tell me. I am well aware. Let's go ahead and ride it, just to get that shown off. Keep screaming, Boyardee. Gonna be a lot of screaming on this coaster because yeah, the better coasters I put the effort into when the episode crashed. I don't mean to keep bringing it up, but I am a little peeved because I have not had that happen before. I mean, can I be too mad? It's a game, it's a 15, 16-year-old game. Things happen, but yeah, I'm just like, man, I had things I wanted to get done, and I'm gonna be busy recording all night. I say that like that's a bad thing. It's not. Okay. So we've done all that. We're just waiting for that to go gold, and in the meantime, we can start on one of these games, which it's fitting. We should do Coast to Coaster because it also has to do with roller coasters, which has been the theme both in the original version of this episode and this one. Which this game is weird. I don't know what action is for. I have not figured that out, but this is just a weird game. The first time I played this, it did not really have music, so we've at least got some drum beats going on this time. But you just kind of reach out and grab the circles. It's strange. It reminds me of iToy games that I would play as a kid because we did have the iToy. Anyone else have that? It's basically like a more primitive version of the Kinect. It's basically just like a webcam you hooked up to your PS2, and there were games you could play by interacting with stuff on screen. It's really simple, but like I had a lot of fun playing it as a kid. I still have it actually, and most of the PS2 games I still have are the ones for the iToy, which I know is gonna make some people cringe because I'm aware that the PS2 has a pretty well-regarded, expansive library. But PS2 was not the thing that I really played a bunch of. We had one, but I've always been a Nintendo kid. We have all of the Nintendo consoles except for the NES. Got a Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, and there's several Switches in the house. One belongs to my mom. Just always have loved Nintendo over anything else. Nothing against the other consoles, but the only thing aside from iToy stuff, the only thing I remember playing on PS2 was Power Rangers Super Legends, which that's a pretty decent side-scroller platformer beat 'em up type game if you're looking for one. It celebrates the 15th anniversary of Power Rangers, which Power Rangers recently celebrated its 30th anniversary actually, which makes it even more fitting. All right, let's end this episode off on the thing I tried to do last. Actually, I'm concerned the game might crash, so I'm gonna end it off here, and I'm gonna save, and then we'll start off next episode by doing the last things for Thrillville Giant, and we will hopefully not crash the game. I still don't have an outro, but if you made it this far, thank you so much for putting up with me and all my complaining about the fact that the game crashed. And I hope you'll join me next time where we hopefully will not crash the game again. See you then.